We are live.
Okay, we're live. Well, thanks for coming, and I'm excited to share with you what these exciting soul products. I wanted to let you know a little bit about me. Well, I know Rebecca's told you about me, but I have really taken herbs for about over 40 years, so for a long time. And about 20 years ago, when I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, I was introduced to the concept of taking quality herbs, the difference between just taking herbs and taking quality herbs. So as I got better and my fibromyalgia went away, then I started helping people one person at a time. And that's how my business grew. Oh, that's better. Now I can see you both. So that's how my business grew. I just would help one person at a time. And I started in the corner of my living room helping people, because at that point I was dead broke. And as my business grew, then I opened the Herb Cottage. So that's where Rebecca and I have, well, actually we met at church, but that's where she would come to the Herb Cottage. So because I've taken herbs for so long, I really didn't expect when I started taking soul herbs to have that much of an impact on me, because I really didn't have that many issues that I knew of. So but what I did, because I'm kind of an experimenter, so I stopped taking all my other stuff and I just started taking the Soul Vital, which is the drink in the green box that she probably has there, and then the drink in the red box. And I started last November, so 2014. You know what? I'm going to move my phone away because it's going to be going off and I don't want it to distract me. So so what happened was, about a month and a half into, you know what, Rebecca, I'm going to have you go to the place in the presentation where it has my pictures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So about a month and a half into taking the herbs.
Cool. Let me just share with her so she knows what we're looking at.
Yeah.
What is this that we're streaming on?
This is Google Hangouts.
Oh.
Okay, so are you seeing the screen?
Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. So I had taken this picture of, this is my shoulder, in case you couldn't tell what it was, and it has a crusty old age spot on it. That's what that is. So I had taken that picture in 2012 because I was using like a cosmetic type of thing on it to see if it would, a topical treatment, to see if I could get rid of it. And it didn't. It was still there. So about a month and a half in, about Christmas time, last year, somebody said to me, "What is that white thing on your shoulder?" So this had turned totally white. And it was crusty too, but it was like coming off. The white part was coming off. And so if you want to advance it, Rebecca.
Advancing.
Okay. I didn't take pictures of the white part because I didn't really realize what was going on. So to me, it looks the same. Has it changed to you?
It has changed. Let me see what I can do about that.
So anyway, this has the date on it. There it goes. I see it now. So this was January 25th. So this was about 2 months into taking the herbs. And you can see how the ring around it has gotten red and the crusty part is gone. So my body started activating it, and oh, that's perfect. And so that you can see how it was red around there, and you can see as it progresses, we're going to have more pictures, that it gets redder and redder, and it actually did feel like it was it could bleed, and it was kind of sore. So you can see how that's shrinking, and the redness is getting more concentrated. And so this is January 30th. I think that other one was January 28th, and this is January 30th. And then, yeah, and then the next one is February, no, go ahead and go to the next one.
It's thinking.
Oh, it's thinking.
There we go.
Yeah, so this was January 31st, and then the next one is February 1st. So you can see how it's just shrinking, and then the next one is February 5th. So I have that little red dot on there. And so now it's totally gone, like you can't even see where it was. So to me, the exciting part about that was not that, I mean, it is exciting. I don't have a crusty old age spot on my shoulder anymore because, you know, who wants one of those? But really the most important thing is that if that's happening on the outside of my body, what's happening on the inside of my body? So because your skin is a reflection of what's going on inside your body, I know that my inside of my body is getting younger too, because my skin is getting younger. So I would like to play a little video. Can you get to that one, Rebecca?
Yeah.
About it's called Join Together, and it kind of gives you a little bit of background about the philosophy that Solle has as a company. And I know it looks like Solle, like it would be pronounced Soleil, but really it's called Solle because all the products are geared toward balancing both body and mind at the same time and giving both body and mind flexibility and strength all at the same time. So they're very well researched products from all over the world, and they are very well formulated, really heavy in balancing the mind. So if you can show that video.
All right.
Okay.
At Solle Naturals, we're all about bringing things together. It starts with our core philosophy that true wellness requires a healthy body together with a healthy mind. Every Solle Naturals product combines ingredients for both physical and emotional health, together in one formula. We do this by bringing together unique and cutting-edge herbal ingredients from all across the globe. Ingredients like yuzu, cupuaçu, yellow mate, cordyceps, and rapuntica blended together to produce innovative formulas like Solle Vital, Cinnamate, Solle Renew, and Trimaca XD. Every Solle product is placed in one of 4 easy-to-understand product categories, together with other Solle products with complementary benefits. Solle Naturals has balancing, lifting, calming, and clarifying products. Solle's one-of-a-kind Smart Plan compensation program encourages and rewards you for working together with other Solle specialists to share the products and build a thriving business. Solle pays generous commissions for bringing people together and introducing them to Solle's amazing mind-body formulas. Solle Naturals also has monthly webinars, an annual convention, a Solle-driven car allowance program, and incentive travel, where people come together to learn more about herbal nutrition and the mind-body connection. In 2015, we're inviting everyone to join the Solle Naturals family and experience the power of togetherness. Come on, it's time we all join together.
Okay, so if you just want to go back to the presentation now, we'll just
All right, where do you want me to start?
Yeah, we can just start there at the, well, no, we have to go back.
Oh,
We'd like to play the next video.
hold on. Okay, there we go.
That happens to me too. It's like, oh, you want to see another one?
Yeah. Okay, so where did you want me to go?
Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Really, what soul is all about is giving you back your ability to take responsibility for your body, your mind, your life. So the things about these products that I have noticed so much is that it really, when my clients would come back before before I used Soul, we got results. You know, they would say, oh yeah, you know, my digestion's better, this is better, my sinuses are better, whatever. Now they come back and they say, I'm happy. And to me, that's a huge thing, because when you can change somebody's mind, you can change with a more of a positive outlook and helping people be happy. It changes how your body functions too. It changes your whole life. So you can advance the slides. So basically, Soul is trying to give you back your life, your body, your mind, and taking responsibility for that. So the one thing too that happened for me when I was another thing that happened when I started taking the products is I have had ADHD my entire life, and I always knew my brain didn't quite function right. I mean, I never fit in school. It just, I've always been different. So when I started taking the Soul products, the war in my brain turned off. So for the first time in 60 years, I have peace in my brain, which is huge. Because even though I knew I was different and I knew I struggled in my brain, I did not realize what it felt like to have the peace that I have now. So it's a big deal to me. But even bigger than that is that my granddaughter, who's 3 years old, was born with my same kind of brain. Okay, so I would watch her, how she was acting and things that she would do and how she would react in situations. And I knew what was going on in her brain, but I didn't really know what to do to help her. And so the Soul products have changed her life too, which is really awesome, because now I know my 3-year-old granddaughter does not have to live with the war in her brain for all those years. So that to me is super exciting when you change, and changing her changed that entire family, because when she came to me, they brought her to me and said, you have to do something. She's not sleeping in the day, she's not sleeping at night, she's in meltdown mode all the time. So the whole family was kind of going down the tubes. And so if you can just help one person in a family, it's so gratifying, because it can change that whole family dynamic. So so anyway, this slide shows about Soul, and it's a homonym for SOUL because of the body-mind connection. Really, Soul is, their whole mission is to change the supplement industry and to change people at a very, very deep level. So I like how they say the perfect integration of mind and body. So that's the goal of all the products, is to integrate the mind and the body so they work harmoniously. Okay, next. So every Soul product targets physical, mental, and emotional concerns. So we'll see as we look at some of the specific herbs in the formulas that if you're familiar with herbs, there are some of the common herbs that you've probably heard of, but then there are some very unique ones that they've searched all over the world for you, and to just meet that one little element in that formula that makes it so profound. So like I said, their focus would be to really reshape the nutritional supplement industry. That's how unique these products are. Okay, next. And if you guys have questions as we go along, I can't really see you now, but I can hear you, so you can stop me if you have questions. So one thing about me, everybody knows that the Herb Cottage stands for quality. And if you go there, you're not going to see like 1,000 different brands of vitamin C, because you don't need 1,000 different brands. You just need what works and what is pure and what is potent. So I've always done my research and only taken myself the quality herbs and offered those to my clients. So Solle goes above and beyond in relation to their quality standards and their quality control, the testing they do. So they go to the source. And the founders of this company have been in the industry for, well, the CEO has been in the industry for 20 years, and he was used to be with a company, was president of U.S. sales that was known for super high quality herbs. So he's had a lot of experience and knows where to go, where the suppliers that actually, you know, grow the herbs properly, process them properly, so that they're not contaminated with things like bugs and dirt and, you know, bacteria and that sort of thing. So Solle sells only premium products, and they use advanced testing. Testing, not only do they visit the actual growing site, the suppliers of the herbs, they test them before the processing. I'm getting a little feedback. Do you hear that, Rachel? I mean, Rebecca?
Let me, I might be able to fix that.
Is it just me, or do you hear it too?
I don't hear it.
Okay, well, it's fine then. If you don't hear it, it's okay. So they do testing on the raw materials and during processing and after processing, and then they also do stability testing. So they will retain samples of the lots so that they can go back and make sure that they're still potent through the date that they're supposed to be potent. Or if there were any question, they could go back to that lot and they could pull it and they could do testing on it. So really, really high quality. And there is a Solle certain guarantee. Rebecca has a catalog that has the specifics of what their guarantee is, but basically they're guaranteeing you that everything is quality, everything's tested, and there is 100% money back guarantee on the products. Should you not like them, they not work for you, or whatever, they would give you your money back. Okay, next. One of the big things that today most people are concerned with what's not in something just as much as what is in something. So these, the Solle Natural products, they're 100% plant source, they're vegan. They're gluten-free. Everything's gluten-free, soy-free, non-GMO, MSG, no artificial ingredients, nut-free. So they're very, you can see that there are a lot of things on there that aren't in the products that are allergenic. So they're very low allergenic products, and they are certified, guaranteed that all of these things are present or not present in the products. Okay, next. Oh, you can skip that. Okay, so now we come to the product categories. So I'm sure Rebecca has the products out there for you to see. So you can see that all the products are color coded, and the first category that we have is the balancing category. Okay, next. Then we have the lifting category. So the balancing is green, the lifting is red. So all the products that are in the lifting category have a red on the label. And then next is calming, and that is blue. So everything in the calming category has a blue on the label. And then the next one is clarifying, and that's the yellow category.
Jenna.
So we'll go, huh?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. So we'll go through the balancing. We'll go through each category. So the balancing products are kind of like the core. They're to build your core strength, which means build your blood, build your energy, build your stamina. They are very much nutritionally dense products. So all the green category, they're kind of like your basic vitamin and mineral supplement, okay? They have two very strong adaptogenic properties. So we're going to watch a little video. I think this might be a good place to do it, about what adaptogenic herbs are. So another thing about the balancing, and really pretty much with all the Soul products, is that they are sort of like tonic herbs. So there are different categories of herbs, medicinal herbs and food type herbs, tonic herbs, that are meant to take over a long period of time, and as you take them, they build, they tone, they strengthen your body over time. So these are really great to have like on a daily basis. So if you could play that little video about adaptogens, I think that would be great. I'm keeping you hopping, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm making the drink.
Oh, I'm
All right.
next time we'll have to figure out how to give me control so you could make the drinks and sit there and yes.
Just because things are constantly changing doesn't mean they are out of your control. The key to handling change is becoming more adaptable. Adaptable is defined as being able to adjust to new conditions or being able to be modified for a new use or purpose. Solle Naturals believes that being adaptable, both physically and mentally, is critical to long-term health and well-being. That's why Solle Naturals products are formulated using adaptogenic herbs. Adaptogens are a special class of herbs that are safe for daily use. They help a person adapt to stress and exert a normalizing effect upon mental and physical processes. Adaptogens have been used to boost stamina, strengthen immunity, balance glandular function, and to improve mood. Russian scientists coined the phrase adaptogen when they discovered that the same plant could have completely different effects based on the physical or emotional needs of the subject being tested. Solle uses many adaptogenic herbs in its formulas. Herbs like astragalus, rhodiola, raponticum, and cordyceps. Specifically, Solle has combined 6 powerful adaptogens into one proprietary blend that we have made appropriately adaptable. The adaptable blend is found in Solle Vital, Solle's foundational beverage, and as a standalone product in capsule form. Individual adaptogens are found in other Solle products, like Probio IQ, Cinnamate, Solle Megas, and Solle Renewed. Maintaining good health can seem complicated. Each one of us is different, and there is no one-size-fits-all solution. Adaptogens, on their own, customize their benefits to match a person's
I could taste it now.
So if change is inevitable, adaptogens could very well be the answer. Be more adaptable with Solle Naturals.
Thank you, Rebecca.
So this one that you guys are drinking is the Vital.
It's the one I had before.
Yeah.
Oh, you tasted it
I
too?
love it. It's like bubblegum.
Tastes like bubble gum? Boy,
You're
that's
right.
fun.
You're right. Like, yeah.
I've never thought that one before, but yeah, all right.
Here, try it.
Wait, you're
I'll have it. Yeah.
maybe not for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's like at the different varying levels of strength. So it tastes like
Aftertaste tastes like liquefied bubblegum.
liquefied bubblegum. Not
Tastes
too
like
bad
bubblegum.
for a healthy product.
Yeah.
I've heard Kool-Aid. I've heard.
I think Kool-Aid for sure.
It smells like Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that's what somebody said. I had a client the other day, and I let her smell it, and she goes, "Oh, Kool-Aid." I'm like, "Okay, that's not a compliment." But anyway.
It is to my taste buds.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you like it. Okay. So yeah, so that was the Vital. And, you know, it's pretty interesting because when you're drinking these drinks and they taste good, it's hard to remember that they're actually therapeutic, you know, because if it tastes like bubblegum or Kool-Aid, then it's kind of different. So I know when I drink the Cinnamate especially, it's like, oh, wow, this is so good. I can't believe that it's good for me too. So
I'm about to make some of that. Cinnamate is my favorite. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna be like superhuman after this.
Yeah.
I could drink like 5 Cinnamate a day.
I know, me too. I could like live on it, but
Yeah, it's so good. Oh my
it is
god.
so good. Yeah.
Do I need to like
So
now?
what's that?
I'm asking Rebecca a question.
She,
Oh,
she
okay.
says if she needs to like finish the drink that she's drinking. I mean, I'm gonna make this first and then I'll bring it out. So
What, the Vital? You're gonna drink?
I
Finish your.
I just gave them the Vital.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm preparing to make this Cinnamate.
Okay, so the next slide talks about lifting. There you go. Somebody's being the slide monitor, not Rebecca, huh?
Oh, I'm sitting right here. I'm grabbing.
She's doing
some
it
of the
all. We are
drinks.
lazy and
Wow, I'm impressed.
involved.
But now I'm walking away.
All right. So the lifting category, it naturally stimulates your body and your mind, and it gives you increased energy. I noticed that the lifting products, especially the Cinnamate, which I absolutely adore, is one of the big ones that help to settle my brain. And, you know, they give ADHD kids stimulants, right, to calm them down. So this is a natural stimulant, and it's from a whole food. So mate, which is one of the main ingredients in the Cinnamate, has it does have some naturally occurring caffeine, but some people call it matine, which is related to caffeine. But a lot of the mate on the market has been spiked, so it has like the caffeine boosted artificially. So just like because we're a society that's hooked on caffeine anyway. So, but what I find with this is it calms my brain, it helps me focus, and it gives me sustained energy. It's not like a 5-hour energy where you're up and then you're down, you know. So I really love this. Okay, and so the next category would be the calming. Do you want to take that one first?
I am making it right now, but you can go ahead and talk about the next one. I'm
Okay.
working on getting the slide to move.
Do you need any help to like changing stuff?
Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I was like, where did calming go? All right, so the calming category is for helping your body adapt to stress and deal with stress. It's great for anxiety, mental and physical, weakened immunity, because when your body gets under stress, that's when you get sick, right? Because it doesn't have the energy to keep your immune system strong, and then we're vulnerable to things. So the calming category is one of, I want you to think of rest and restoration for the calming category, because it really is more than just like, oh, give me my downer so I can sleep. It's more about balancing the body and making it strong again. And so the last category that we have is the clarifying, or the yellow category.
Got it.
Thank you. So these are
with coconut milk in it.
Thank you.
oh yum. So that's
Oh, it smells so good.
Cinnamate latte.
Yes. Oh, my favorite.
Yeah, with coconut milk. Oh, it's awesome.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. That's so good.
Oh my God.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes, it is. It's pretty good.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Every day. I mean, this is a little TMI, but I have this, and then I had like 45 minutes to an hour later, I go to the bathroom,
Really?
and it is the best.
Yeah,
ever.
because we're going to learn when we get to the drinks part. I'm going to go into some of that because it really helps digestion. It normalizes.
Yeah, I'll wait to share the rest of it, and then when we get there, because it's pretty amazing, and I've been noticing a lot of really cool stuff as I've been taking it.
And are we getting the like recommended dosages right now? Are we getting small samples?
It's a sample. It's like split 3 ways between us right now.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I know. You want like a whole mug of this stuff.
Or 2, or maybe a double shot, right?
Exactly.
I have a question.
Yeah, no, that is an amazing drink, I'll tell you. And that's one of the ones that one is actually the first one that I gave to my 3-year-old granddaughter to help balance her out too. When she came to me that day that they brought her, she hadn't slept in, I don't know. Well, she hadn't had a nap in forever, and she wasn't sleeping at night either. She was just a zombie. So I gave her like a small cup of that, like half of one, and she fell asleep on the way home, and they put her in bed, and she stayed asleep, and she slept. So it was pretty amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I have a question. Are you able to drink these hot or cold? All of them, or is it just the cinnamate?
Well, I'll tell you the way that I like to drink them, and most people like the cinnamate hot. But I do know my daughter-in-law made it the other day iced. So first she put hot water in it to make sure that it dissolved better, because it doesn't dissolve all the way because it's real herbs in there, so it's not like a powder that's going to totally go away. But just to make it more kind of dissolved, she put hot water in it, and then she put ice in it, and then she put almond milk in it. And so I think that Mexican drink is called horchata or something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's on that order. That's kind of what it tastes like when it's cold. Personally, I like it hot so much that I haven't done it cold. So
That's news.
any of them can be done cold or room temperature or whatever. But the only one that cannot be done hot is the yellow drink, the XL, because it changes it and it's not good. But I even think like the cinnamate and the blue one, the Renew, they have a whole lot of aromatic things in them. So when you put heat on them, it releases the aroma. And I just think that, to me, it feels like it's more effective when I get that aroma too,
Okay.
But
Thank you.
any of them can be drunk cold, and the yellow one cannot be drunk hot. But the others can be done hot too. So, and also the Vital is really good with a squeeze of lime in it. So that's also really yummy.
Oh,
Awesome.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah. So personally, I drink the yellow and the green drink usually room temperature. Sometimes I'll put ice in it. Probably closer to the summer, I'll put ice in it. And then I drink the Renew, the blue drink, and I drink the Cinnamate hot. And actually, the Renew isn't bad with coconut milk in it also.
That's how I'm going to make it.
Okay. Then it tastes
Ooh.
a little like a 50-50 bar or something like that.
I have another question for you.
Okay.
When you began to try these products out, you said that you just started with Balance first?
No, I started, the very first things I started with were, it's because that's what I had ordered, was the Cinnamate and the Vital, the green and the red drink. Those two is what I started with, just because I had those, but I quickly got the others too.
Okay.
So,
Right.
so
So after you got all of them, did you do it like one by one, or did you just mix and match, or whatever like felt, you know, called to that day?
yeah, kind of like that. What I was doing, because when that thing on my shoulder started going away, I started taking like a whole bunch more because I wanted it to go away faster. So
Cool.
I don't mess around, you know. It's like if a little's good, I do a lot. Okay, so anyway,
Sorry, I'm with heroin.
yeah, I've never been known for my, you know, moderation.
Full heroin in the future.
Yeah. So it's interesting because guys like to do, most guys, I don't, okay, Nick, I'm generalizing here, okay? But most guys like to, you know, just get things out of the way, and they don't want to put too much effort into it. So we have what we call a soul bomb, and that is all 4 drinks shaken up together and drunk like that. And guys, yeah, guys do that a lot. Guys do soul bombs a lot because they can't be bothered with making this one and making that one and making it taste like this. They're just like, shake it up, drink it, and they're good.
What's
you know?
the impact on the effectiveness of that?
Oh, well, I think it's gross. I've only done it one time. Well, I've done it twice. Once I did it to see what it tasted like, and then another time, I forget what I was going through, but it was really stressful. I'm just like, I'm taking a soul bomb, you know, and it worked. It worked, but it's not my favorite. So the guys that do it, they really love it.
So as far as it, like the herbs still being effective, that's not an issue?
Maybe
Oh,
because
no.
of all these energy drinks. you
No.
know?
So when I was taking, because at one point when I was getting rid of that, I was taking 3 of the clarifying at one time in a day. I was taking 2 of the green, 3 of the clarifying, the yellow, and 2 of the blue, and 1 Cinnamate. And so first thing in the morning, I get up, I drink my Cinnamate. So I don't drink coffee. I've never drunk coffee or tea or even herb teas. I don't really like, but I love the Cinnamate. So I get up, and that's my first thing in the morning that I do. And then I have a smoothie with the Soul Complete, which is the protein powder that she has there. And I do that with
Have you tried this? You tried this?
I can't have it because it has ginger in it, but Danny uses it.
What does he think of it?
He likes it.
I would love to try that.
Yeah, me too.
I'll make some for you.
Cool.
yeah, that's a great protein powder. When we get there, I'll give you some more information on it. But I was putting a couple of the yellow one of the green one, and one of the blue one in my smoothie in the morning. And so that kind of helped me get them down, you know. Sorry, I needed a drink. So, oh boy, electronics, they start binging. I should turn all my bings off, huh? Anyway, hopefully you're not hearing it over there. But,
I have
so,
a question for you.
yeah.
Do you use the drinks more, like from all the products that you've used? Do you do more of the drinks or the capsules or the oils?
I do everything. I do everything that they have.
Yeah.
So-
It seems like go.
That's my personality, okay?
I mean, I'm the same way. I've already done all the research. So this is kind of like a review for me in a lot of ways, and it was fun. I looked through all this stuff, and I just said to myself, like, I would just do everything.
Because it's very well thought out. It's not like they're just throwing products out there.
It's like part of the whole plan is to have the balance of balance of everything.
Yeah, and they're purposeful products. They're not just putting out a product to have a product. There's a reason for the products. So
and then when you get to things like the probiotics and like the omegas, like those are just essential things to have.
Pretty much, yeah.
Period. So if you're not getting another source of those are probably pretty important for somebody to take regardless.
Yeah, they are. I mean, yeah, we have a problem with oils in this country. Yeah, most people don't. Yeah, it's not very good. So
big time.
Yeah. So currently what I'm doing is I will do my Cinemate in the morning. Then I'll mix the Excel and the Vital, the green and the yellow together. And that's called an Excital. And a lot of people like to do that when they work out because it really gives them a lot of energy.
Yeah, and yoga.
Yeah. And then I do the Renew I do in my smoothie, I still put one of each of the drinks. And then in the evening, I'll do a Renew with the Vertizymes together. So that's like my little toddy at night. Just get me relaxed. So, okay. So let's go over the drinks.
Okay.
So that's the next. We'll do a little bit of the specifics on the drinks. So the first one, the the Vital, is it's a combination of this slide reminds me. So basically in Soul, the drinks are like the stars of the show, and then the bottles, the capsules, are like supporting actors. Okay, so they come in and they boost. They boost what the drinks are doing. There we go. Okay, so those are the stars, and let's go individually. The first one being Vital. The characteristics of the Vital are detoxifying, alkalinizing, pH balancing, for recovery and inflammation, deodorizing, and increase of energy. So the reason it's not at all a stimulant, the reason it increases energy is because of the oxygenation that happens in the blood, and also just the pure concentrated nutrition in it. And also because of the adaptogenic herbs that help our body adapt to stress, because stress is very fatiguing for the body. So I don't know if you're familiar with Dr. Jensen, but he was an old-time herbalist. He's passed away now, but he actually lived in Escondido here. But he had a saying, green inside is clean inside. So because of the pH balancing and the detoxification and the oxygenation of chlorophyll. So go ahead and go to the next slide. And the next slide shows us that there are really three sections of, my phone's ringing, three different herb combinations in this. So it's actually, sorry, I had to turn my phone off. It's actually these different blends of herbs. So the first one is different kinds of chlorophyll. And one reason that they have, like, there's a lot of liquid chlorophylls on the market, but if you buy a liquid, it either has to be pasteurized and or preserved with something. So that's one reason chose to put these powders in packets. And another huge reason is that liquids degrade quickly. So because it's in the powder and you mix it up and you drink it within 24 hours, you're getting all the vital nutrition in there and it doesn't start degrading. So then there's another section of herbs, and that is the trace minerals. So there's 4 different herbs in there that are very high in minerals. And then the adaptable, mood enhancing adaptogens, those are,
Oh my God, it smells so good.
what are you tasting?
The blue one, Renew.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Hmm.
Yeah. Aren't they amazing? Like, and if you can imagine
They're extraordinarily good.
the herbs in there are so nasty tasting, especially the vital, if that, they're really, the adaptogen herbs are so bitter.
Yeah.
But it's their flavor, whatever you call him, flavor maker, is really, really talented. So
It's amazing. Like I've taken like the most horrid tasting adaptogenic herb blends, and the fact that these taste so good and contain the same ingredients and it's all natural is really just impressive, to say the least.
I know, isn't it though? And my grandbabies, it's like when my daughter-in-law says, "Oh, we're all done with soul drinks for the day," they're like, "No, we're not done with soul drinks." No.
So yummy.
Yeah. So that really says something when, you know, babies are crying for it.
Yeah.
And
So,
you know, based on like an actual craving, it's like you know, it's not like an addiction or something like that, but it's just like it tastes so good.
Your body starts craving it.
Yeah.
it does. You know, I have actually, there are people who taste them and they go, "Oh, that's terrible," you know, but eventually, like, then their body does start craving it and they're like, "Oh, well, it doesn't taste bad anymore." Like my son, he could not stand Excel, and he didn't really like Vital much either. And now he's like, "Man, I could drink Vital all day." So,
Yeah.
but it does.
Like the only one that I'm like,
I know, I don't like it at all. That's why it goes in my smoothie.
Yeah.
Or I mix it with the Vital because it tastes like, it smells like papaya to me, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Which
I'm
one?
not a papaya fan. This one.
Oh yeah.
Just curious, what do you put in your smoothie with the Excel?
I put the Soul Complete, the protein powder.
Mm-hmm.
I use coconut milk, the fullest fat coconut milk I can find, which I think is 10 grams. And then I put frozen strawberries in there. And that's basically, sometimes I'll use other berries. I like berries because they're low glycemic. But, I mean, some people put banana in. To me, banana is too high in sugar, so I don't really do bananas much. But, so that, I'm pretty much just like blend it and go kind of. I'm kind of like a guy, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I could see myself doing the Soul Bomb for sure.
Yeah. So
I also
don't,
it tasted
I don't
really
mix
good.
it up much. I'm pretty, that's what I do. I do coconut milk, I do strawberries, and the protein powder.
Now, can you comment on if it would be a good idea or like just advisable to make a smoothie with, you know, a whole bunch of other stuff in it? Like if you wanted to put, you know, leafy greens in there and fruit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Seed, that's not gonna like
no.
negatively affect the absorption and the effectiveness of the herbs?
No, it shouldn't. There, because it's all just, I mean, these are whole food herbs, herb concentrates, and you're just putting more whole food in. I mean, have at it. That would be great.
Okay,
you know?
great.
Yeah. So I do recommend that people don't eat kale every day, though. That you rotate kale in your diet because of the compounds in there.
The oxalates?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've heard. Are you referring to like just raw kale?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, also like the cruciferous, you know, when you eat it raw, it's different than when you eat it cooked.
Yeah.
All the cruciferous stuff, yeah. So, but anyway, I mean, I tell you to rotate, but I just told you that I do the same thing in my smoothie every day, you know, because because it's easy, you know, and I get in a habit.
But you're not doing kale every day, so.
No. But I mean,
Yeah.
it is good to rotate all your foods, you know, but I just don't have that much time, so.
Mhm.
So, okay, so.
Oh, sorry. That brings up another question.
Sure.
I've heard from other you know, like health practitioners that it's good to do a kind of like 4-day on, 1-day off thing with herbs and certain supplements. Is that a good idea to do with these products?
You'll see that the Excel comes in a box that has 21 in it instead of 30. And that one is designed that way. So you do 5 days on, 2 days off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The others, not so much, but that one, yeah. That one's the hormone balancing one. And so it works better to do 5 days on, 2 days off.
Okay.
Okay. So, oh yeah, you're on that slide. Okay, so this is the whole balancing category. You can see the main drink. Do you have, Rebecca, do you have the Solflex AC open tube of it?
Yeah, I do.
So do either one of you have something that hurts that you can reach and you can put some of this cream on it?
Yes.
Yes.
my back.
Go for
Okay.
it.
Somebody has to give Nick a massage now. No. So
Where?
Like upper back, like just
Right there?
in there. Just, you don't have to like apply a whole lot to the whole area, but like right in the middle, like where my spine is. Yeah, like right there is good.
So
Lower.
this cream is pretty amazing. So in about 5 minutes or so, I want you to check in with your back and see if it feels different. So,
Okay.
Right.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So then the other products are the Solflex PI, which is for pain and inflammation. That is an amazing, amazing product. The other day, my hip went out and I had to, I was like, it was Friday, and I'm thinking, great, I'm not going to get to go to the chiropractor. Well, then my assistant goes, oh, do this stretch that my chiropractor showed me. And so I did it, and it's like, great, now my sciatic is killing me, you know? So anyway, I used the cream and the balance oil, which, Rebecca, can you pass that around?
Yeah.
So this is the balance oil. I mixed that into the cream and I put it on my hip. And I tell you, I still haven't been to the chiropractor.
Wow.
I can tell I need to go because if I push right in on my hip, it's like, yeah, it's still out, but it's not hurting me like it did. So I've been taking the Solflex PI and then using the cream. And then the Adaptable is the other product, and it's the stuff that is in it's in the Soul Vital drink, the Adaptable, with a little bit of added St. John's wort and some eleuthero root in there. And so that one is double dose of the adaptogens that are in the Vital drink. So that is a powerful product, I will tell you. I think everybody should take that because we just deal with too much stress in our lives and driving the freeways and whatever else we have to do these days. So that's the balancing category. Then we have the lifting category. And the drink is Cinemate. And so one of the big things with this is that it balances blood sugar. I actually had a lady on my team that had gestational diabetes, and she was on meds for it. And she was actually a nurse too, and she wanted to get off because she had done enough research to know that if she gave birth on that medication, that her baby would have hypoglycemia. And then they would have to do all kinds of measures because the baby's blood sugar would crash when it was born. Right. And so she was determined to get off that medication, and she used Cinemate and Vital to do it. And she did get off the medication. Yeah. So, and yeah, and her baby was born, baby was perfect, you know, so no blood sugar issues, nothing. So, so it's really great for blood sugar. Some of the herbs in there, well, we'll go over those next, but craving control. I don't know, I cannot name the number of people that have told me, oh yeah, I don't crave chocolate anymore when they drink Cinemate. And I'm one of them. So it's pretty interesting, because I had a 18-year-old kid that came to me because he's all in AP classes. He's graduating this year, and he was all stressed out, you know, because those AP classes are hard. And when you're that smart, everybody expects you to have like a 4.8 average or whatever, you know. And so anyway, he was, his mom said he's like on crack when it comes to sugar. And after he started drinking this, then he didn't do that anymore. He didn't like eat the candy. And it wasn't that he tried to change it, it just happened. So it definitely boosts stamina, and it gives you digestive energy. It's very soothing, and like Rebecca said, it's very, it just makes your digestive system work properly. And I've had a lot of people with digestive upset, and they take this, and it really soothes it.
Yeah.
So it's very good for your immune system because it's antiviral. The mate is a very antiviral herb, and it also has 24 vitamins and minerals in it, and 15 amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein. So it's a super packed nutritional drink. And if we go to the next slide, we can see what's in it. It's the yerba mate, the whole food yerba mate, not the spiked one. And it actually has 3 types of cinnamon. It has 2 therapeutic types of cinnamon, and then they used a 3rd type of cinnamon just to round out the flavor. And then nopal and banaba leaf are very well known for blood sugar balancing. Thyme is actually really good for the respiratory system. So it is just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of this stuff.
I know. So I like to take one also in the afternoon. A lot of times, because I eat my lunch late, about 2 o'clock, and I will come home for lunch and I'll have a cup with my lunch. So it just kind of, you know, gets you through the afternoon, keeps you focused and energized. So the other products in the next slide you can see are the Soul Complete, which is the protein, and the Lift oil. So this is my favorite oil. To me, it smells like Christmas.
Christmas.
Christmas. It smells like Christmas. In fact, I'm smelling it right now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
the
it.
cinnamon, blood orange, pink grapefruit, lime, and Ravensara.
Ravensara is so good for your immune system. It's super good for your immune system and your lungs. Oh, also on this picture, this is an old picture because the Maca XD should be here. The Tri Maca.
Yeah, I love this product.
Yeah, it is great for energy, for focus, for libido, for balancing hormones. So it is actually, they took the maca part out of the Excel and they added cordyceps and damiana to it. So the cordyceps is actually an adaptogenic herb that the Russians used before it was that well known for an edge in like the Olympics and sport. The Russian athletes used it.
Oh, wow.
Because it actually expands the breathing capacity. So
Wow.
yeah, so that's a pretty awesome product right there. And some people even use that for weight loss. It helps them with weight loss. I think it's because of the hormone balancing and because of the energy.
Zero.
So Zero doesn't like that?
She's talking. Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
talking.
she does like it, and that's why she's talking.
Oh, okay. All
Or
right.
maybe she just wants attention.
Oh, okay. So the next category, the next product is the Soul Renew, which you tasted and loved. And so a lot of people think of this as a sleeping pill, and that's not at all what it's like, what it's for. I mean, it does help you sleep, because what I feel like it does, it's kind of like after you've had half a glass of wine and your muscles just kind of start releasing. That's what this does for me. I love that. So it's made to help with stress relief, definitely, but just to harmonize your life. It's a very harmonizing group of herbs in there, and to regenerate. So the next slide shows us the actual ingredients in it. And you can see some that I know that you're familiar with. Lemon balm, chamomile, schizandra, passion flower. Those are pretty common herbs. There's a couple of them. Wood betony is not that common, but it's super good for head things and like head pain and stuff. The uzu is a very unique fruit, and then the raponticum. So uzu actually is a hybrid between grapefruit, lemon, and mandarin. And it's a hybrid that was made by insects, not by man. So it's a naturally occurring hybrid. And that was that wonderful citrusy smell that you smelled and tasted in the Renew, was the uzu fruit. So it's interesting because it originated in China, and then they imported it to Japan, and Japan actually uses most of it now, but Japan actually does these ceremonial baths with it. They'll cut the fruit in half and they'll float it in the bath. And at the winter solstice for the immune system. And I could just imagine someday I'm going to go have a yuzu bath in Japan.
That sounds so cool.
I know. I've seen pictures of it, and it's like so pretty with all those fruit floating on. It's a very pretty fruit. So one of the other herbs in here that I really, really like is the raponticum, and I love the story. You can see in parentheses it says marl root. There is a deer called the marl deer, and what happens is male deer during mating season will fight over the females. So they will fight until they're staggering. I guess some of them actually die. So these male deer have nothing left after they fight over the female. Well, the way man knew to use raponticum as an herb was they would watch these marl deer fight and then go dig up this marl root, the raponticum, and they would eat it to restore their strength. So this is actually a really, really great restoration formula for athletes. So
awesome.
Yeah. Okay, and then the other products in the calming category are the vertizymes and the calm oil. Now this oil is strong.
I love this oil, and so does Zero. It's her favorite.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to interrupt you for 1 second.
Sure.
Is there like a place we can go where there's like either the science or just
Yes.
like a place where there's a lot of information on like what each individual herb does and like what each formula does?
Yes.
Like as far as
Yes, there are definitely. We have materials in the back office of the website
Yeah.
that can be printed out. And and actually Rebecca has the binders. You have the binders there, Rebecca.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so after we're done, she can show you the binders. But yes, there are definitely, there's more. There's also webinars in the back office, and I'll tell you, there's an option that you can do in order to get all the education too. And at the end, I'll talk about that. Okay. Okay. So then the Vertizymes is it's actually enzymes, so you can take it with meals. Most people in Solle do not take the enzymes with meals because the Cinnamate and the Vital make your digestion so good that you don't need them. But how I take this is I take it with my Renew in the evening because hello?
Yeah. Zero
Sorry.
is on a rampage.
Oh, okay.
Things knocking around. It's just because she's diving under the table at 25 miles an hour.
Oh, she's got her
Best thing
she's
is
got her zoomies, huh?
Yes, she's got the zoomies.
My dogs had the zoomies earlier. Now they're in one bed. One's hanging out one side and one's hanging out the other side. So
Well, Rebecca sure didn't get her that
like
calming.
one body with two heads. So anyway, the Vertizymes is, if you take enzymes with food, it'll digest your food. If you take enzymes on an empty stomach, they're going to go in and clean up your blood. So they work systemically instead of working on food. And this particular blend obviously has calming herbs in it too. So most people take those in the evening to help them with sound sleep. So one more, the last one is Excel. And this is a really powerful product, I'll tell you. It's in the clarifying, and this is one reason I took so many of them when I was trying to get rid of that, is because it helps to clear the body of stuff. So it clears the respiratory system, the circulatory system, balances the endocrine system, so hormone balancing, and it has really powerful antioxidants in it. That fruit that tastes like papaya, that I really don't like, is super high in antioxidants, vitamin C, lots and lots of vitamin C, and it has B vitamins in it.
Sorry.
That's okay. She likes something there. Okay, so it increases alertness. And also, there have been clinical studies on the maca in it. There's a 3-blend maca, so it's yellow, red, and black maca. And there have been studies clinical studies that shows that maca will strengthen bones of postmenopausal women. So that's a really huge thing. Plus the balancing effect on the hormones.
Sorry. Go on.
Missing out on the party. What is she doing?
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
Oh.
Go on.
Danny just got home from work, and so she got really excited.
Oh, okay.
This is out for you.
No, it's okay. Oh,
Thank you.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, so on the next slide, we see the individual ingredients for the Excel. And it has bilberry and eye bright, very good for the eyes and the ears, the sinuses, mullein and fennel.
Thank you.
And fenugreek. Oh, let's go on to the next slide. That's the different maca in the process. The next blend, the next slide. Yeah. So it has, this is the Solle Clear blend. So we have the maca blend for hormone, and then the clarifying blend, which these are the herbs in that section. So bilberry, eye bright, fennel, mullein, fenugreek, butcher's broom, celery, and quercetin. Quercetin is really a part of the vitamin C family. But So we have herbs for the eyesight, for ears, for sinuses, for lungs, and also butcher's broom is called butcher's broom because butchers used to use it to emulsify fat off of their cutting boards. So it does the same thing in our blood vessels. So it helps keep our blood vessels clear. So really a great, great product. And so the other products in the category, this category, are the ProBio IQ. So this probiotic is the most amazing thing. There have been so many studies. I don't know if you guys heard, like, I think it was probably maybe like 6 months to a year ago now that NPR, which I don't think exists anymore, actually.
No, it does.
It does?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Anyway, they did a section on probiotics and emotions. So they have been discovering that the probiotics are so linked to your mood. And the ProBio IQ, it's called IQ because there's actually strains in there that help your brain work better. I mean, mentally, you know, like SmartWise. But there's also strains in there that are chosen for balancing moods. Okay, so the oil for this is Clarify, and this is a great gut healing oil, and just for clarifying, you can also dilute it, and like if you have any sinus problems, you can rub it on your sinuses. It's really a great oil too, and I like the smell. It's very lemongrassy.
Yeah.
But
how would you get the gut healing benefits from it? Will you put it on your feet?
you can put it on your feet, or you can also just put it in a carrier oil or use the AC cream and rub it over the abdomen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and a lot of times I'll have people dilute the oils in carrier and put it over their liver.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, to help the liver detoxify.
Where's the liver at? In the back or in the front?
The liver is on under your right rib cage. Actually, the liver is huge. The liver takes up a lot of your abdomen, actually, but that's where the major part of it is under your right rib. And so then the Solmegas is a vegan form of omega 3, 6, 7, and 9. And the omega 7s are not that common, and they are the mood balancing omegas. So it's a very good vegetarian formula for omega 3s. So let's see what else. Okay, so we did that. And so there's a couple of different options to get started with Solle. You can become a member and you buy at wholesale. You purchase your product at wholesale. You also will receive points back. So they're called Solle rewards. So you get a percentage of your order back in points, and each point is worth $1. So when you go into your account the next time to order, you can use those as $1 off on your next order. So that's a benefit for that. And then there's another option to get started, and that is the specialist option. So with the specialist option, you get access to all the educational tools in the back office, and you can receive commissions for sharing the products. So in order to do that, you also get a website that you can send people to. So in order to become a specialist, and I like to call it a specialist in training, because obviously if this is new to you, we don't expect you to be the specialist and do everything. That's why I'm helping Rebecca, because she's new to this. So I'm helping her, and that's what we do. We mentor people until they feel confident to do it on their own. So we don't just throw you out there. But what I have found is that I don't keep members very well because they always upgrade into specialists. So because once you start taking these, you cannot not talk about it. You have to talk about it because they're so life-changing. So in order to become a specialist, that is a $59 one-time fee. So you never charge that again, and you would never lose your membership, your specialist status, and there are no requirements to keep that. The only requirement is if you are going to get paid commissions in any given month, is that you need to have $100 personal order, just so they know that you're taking the products, because you really can't share much if you're not taking them yourself. So that's the only requirement, and that's only if you want to get paid. So just a little story about me. I already alluded to the fact that when I started helping people years ago, I did start with a network marketing company, and I love the concept because I had no money at all. I didn't even have a car that ran. That's how broke I was. So I was able to, with no capital investment, build a business into what I have today. And that was with a company that wasn't even as good as Solle. So I used those products for almost exclusively for 20 years. And I'll just let you know that in 6 months, I have advanced farther in Solle because of the vehicle it is, and the amazing results we get with the products, that I've been able to do more in 6 months than I was in 20 years with the other company. And I actually, because of my awesome team, of which Rebecca is part, was able to earn the car bonus. So I have a new car, and I was able to earn the trip to Costa Rica and also a founding position. So, and there are 12 more founding positions available, and one of the benefits of that is that you receive 1% of the revenue divided between 30 positions. When those positions are filled, that's when they're going to start paying that out. So once a year, you would get a bonus of that. So it's a pretty amazing company. And tonight, Rebecca has some $25 off cards. The way I like to use those is, like, if you wanted to become a specialist tonight, you can only use those cards on your first order. That's the only order the company will accept them on. Yeah. So if you wanted to become a specialist tonight, she could use that $25 off card for you. And so virtually it would be $34 one-time fee to become a specialist and get access to the education and the ability to help others, and also either defray the cost of your own herbs or actually, earn extra income for maybe the vacation or pay down debt. Or like me, I see it as my retirement and my future. So anyway.
That's a good plan, retirement and future.
Yes, retirement and future. Not that I'm ever going to stop doing what I do because I love it, but the beauty about network marketing is the residual income. Exactly. and the freedom to choose what you want to do. I will never stop putting my hands on people, because that's just who I am. I could not stop that. But I would have the freedom to take a month and take my family to Prince Edward Island, which is one of my dreams in my dream list. Because we read the Anna Green Gable books when my kids were little, and it's always been my dream to go there. So Solle is going to take us there. So anyway, I will, I'll hang out and answer any questions that you have. Also, we did put together packages. There's another on your handout there. There's some kind of groupings of the different things. And let's see. So one of the packages is all 4 drinks. So you can get one of each. And if you do that, I think you save like $6.80. if you get 2 of each, which is called the forward thinking package, so if you have them and you want to share them with another family member, or you're thinking about becoming a specialist and you want some to either sell or to share, then that you save, I think, $68 or something. It's 20%. So that's a really, really great deal. And then there are other packages that kind of we made up based on conditions or things that you would want to deal with. So I think she has that sheet. And then there is another package that I like to tell people if they're thinking about becoming a specialist, because it's such an amazing deal. And if you really are thinking you want to be a specialist, I would highly recommend it. I did it. I know Rebecca did it. It's the 2 of everything package. And what that gives you is 1 set of everything at wholesale. The second set of everything is at half off wholesale. So you save $253, I believe it is, something like that. It says on your order form how much you save. But that's just an awesome, awesome deal. And you can do that one time.
Right, you can do that one time, like ever, because it's such a deep discount. You know?
Yeah, I mean, they'd go out of business if they did that all the time.
Because that's all anyone would ever buy.
Exactly, yes. So that is about it. If you have any questions on the business, on the products, or helping you put together what you would want to start with, then I'm here and willing to do that.
I guess my question is, I totally believe in these products, having taken them once before today and after today, and just seeing, you know, what this is all about. I totally love it and believe in it, and I think it's amazing, and I really want to be a part of it. And I'd love to sell products. I guess I have concerns about being able to sell products. I'm a musician, and I don't have an obvious audience to me right now for just starting to kind of solicit selling herbs to people. Right. So that's, for me, it's kind of like, okay, but like, who the heck would I you know, find that would actually even be interested in listening to what I have to say about, you know, herbal products, and, you know, also just, you know.
Before you start in on him, Denise, I just want to add, Nick, I know Nick from my yoga teacher's training. So if you're planning on doing anything with that, like one-on-one with people, there's going to be people coming up to you saying, I'm dealing with this. Like, is there any like yoga moves that I can do for that? That's true.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, one-on-one, even, you don't have to be teaching a class to have that happen. And that's part of the reason why I'm really like working on getting my energy healing business going, is so that I have like that flow of new people coming into my life who are, you know, in a space where they're ready to share those kinds of things and they want to know that kind of information. So, you know, just like Denise, like she has clients, and I feel like when we have that system set up, it'll be way easier. And that's not to say that, you know, your musician friends wouldn't. I mean, who's not interested in?
Okay, well,
and also networking between your community, especially.
Well, exactly. So this is my answer to that, is that we don't expect you to go out and sell herbs. So right now, Rebecca's not selling herbs, right? She had you over for a little get together. You tasted some. I taught a class, and that's how we do it. That's our system. So we have a system that when Rebecca first enrolled, then I sent her an email, and it says, okay, these are your first steps. And then we sat down, we went over it. So it's okay. That's why I like to call it a specialist in training, instead of, because sometimes people go, whoa, I'm a specialist, so what does that mean? I don't feel special, you know? So, so what we do is we don't expect you to be the message, we expect you to be the messenger. So if you can put people who have experience with it in contact with people you want to share it with, then that's our system for helping you. That's why Rebecca, when she said, okay, well, when I learn enough, I'll have a happy hour, I go, well, you don't have to know it all, because we're here to help you in the interim. And it's like earn while you learn. So she doesn't have to study for 6 years before she can do it, you know. And that's another reason, like the other company that I was with, it had over 600 products. And when people looked at what I did, they said, oh man, I don't want to do that. That's way too complicated, you know. But with 17 products that you drink and you feel like right away, it's so easy to share. So basically, we have steps that you could go through that we don't expect you to, it's like on the job training. The difference between here and a W-2 job is that here you're working to build something for yourself instead of your boss's dream, you know. Also, you have that one-on-one mentoring until you feel comfortable doing, to where you can turn. See, the key in network marketing is duplication. So if I said, oh, have at it, go sell it, nobody wants to do that. That is not going to duplicate. But if I say, let's have a get together, and what we can do is you can make a list of people that you want to invite, and I help you go through that, and I help you invite people, and then we teach it, you know. So it's the same thing like this, like Rebecca did.
Cool.
So it's really non-threatening. And the fact that that happens, is anybody can do it, that's where the residual income and the freedom come from. If everybody thought they had to know enough to sell stuff, nobody would do it. If everybody looked at me before and they saw what I did in my practice, they didn't want to do it. But now they see that I just share these products and they feel very intuitive about it. That is so cool, because when I was doing programs before, I would muscle test everything, I would balance everything, and I said, don't change it, okay? Don't add in things, don't subtract things, because then if you come back and we need to change things, I don't know, because I balanced it, right? Well, these people come to me and they say, wow, I feel like I need an extra cinnamate in the afternoon. Would it be okay if I take it? And I go, you know what? If you feel like you need it, take it, because they're so intuitive. These products are just amazing because of the effect on the mind, too. So, I mean, that's what we don't just throw you out to sell. That's the answer to that.
I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
When did you begin to feel comfortable enough to, you know, okay, how did you start off on Solle? Like, who introduced these products to you? And
the owner of the company, I've been friends with him for like 20 years. And so, yeah, he actually recruited me, yes.
And
so
how long did it take for you to process the products and for you to feel convinced enough that, like, yes, I want to be able to, you know,
well, I'll
in
tell
a week's
you,
worth, or?
Well, it's an interesting story, because Greg came to my shop. He was actually president of U.S. sales from the other company that I used for 20 years. So I've known him for 20 years. And so he came to my shop when he started Solle. And at that point, I told him, you know what, Greg, I'm doing something else. I'm not interested, you know. I said, I'll buy some of your products, but I'm really not interested in building the business. Well, that was 3 years ago. So I bought some of the products, I set them on my shelf, and they expired. I didn't use them. So I know. And then so he called me beginning of November, the end of October, and he said, our convention is going to be in Irvine. It's right in your backyard. I'd love to have you come. And I'm a sucker for learning, you know, so I said, sure, I'll go stay at the Marriott for a weekend, right? And I also knew that some of the people from the other company were going to be there, my friends, you know, and I thought, sure, I'll go, because maybe I'll learn something that can help people, right? So I went to the convention, and I started hearing what people were saying about it. And these people I knew, you know, I knew some of them personally, and then once I heard the testimonials, actually, you know what, on Soul Happiness, Rachel put a video. I think it's about, if you guys have time after we wrap up here to watch it, I think it might be about 15 minutes long, but she put her story. You remember Rachel?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So they might be interested in watching that too. Or at least you could send them the link too. Or, well, it's on Soul Happiness. She can't put it on YouTube. She had trouble putting it on YouTube. But anyway, hopefully you guys can watch that. But I heard her tell her story at convention, and I'm like, whoa, okay. So I was pretty convinced, just because I knew the people were people of integrity. You know, I knew them personally, and I heard their stories. So then I came home and I started using them with clients pretty quickly. But I started, well, I mean, I noticed, obviously, when I took the Cinemati and the Vital, I could feel it, you know, but I didn't realize the profound things that happened were going to happen for like 3 months. But it didn't stop me from sharing it with my clients, because I knew that they were people of integrity. I heard their stories. So I just started using them. I know I've used herbs for so long that I know everything's safe, you know. So I just started using them. And then the changes started happening with my clients. And I'm like, whoa, okay, this is big. So it took off for me really quickly, because I don't mess around. And once I was convinced, you know, then one of the big things was my granddaughter. I think my granddaughter, I think she started taking them about in December. And when that happened, because it happened for her quicker than it did for me, like her brain calming down, I guess because she's younger. But so I really can't, that's a long answer, because I don't really know.
No. I mean, good. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Denise.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, any other questions?
I got another one.
Okay.
When you began to sell these products, in terms, did you become a specialist right away, or like after the convention?
Actually, 2 years ago, I signed up as a specialist, and but I just never did anything with it. So I was a specialist for those years, but I just didn't do anything. But I never, you know, even if you don't do anything, you don't lose the status. You know, you don't have to repay the money or anything. So it's a $59 one-time fee. But yeah, so I highly recommend that you become a specialist right away if you have any inclination, because you can only use that card on your first order. And because I guarantee you, you're going to do it. And then you'll have to pay $59 to upgrade.
Right.
I mean, honestly, I hardly keep members. They always upgrade, because they'll start referring people and referring people and referring people. And I'm like, look, you can get paid if you upgrade. Otherwise, I'm going to get it all. That's fine. But you want to get your herbs paid for, you know? And so really, just do it now. You won't be sorry.
All right. Thank you, Denise.
You're welcome. You have anything else?
Anything else?
Nothing comes to mind right now.
Okay. So if you want to, I mean, you could watch that. It's a really great video of Rachel. But also, you can text me, or you can Facebook me, or whatever, or on our team thing. And add them to the Soul Experiences page.
I'll do that.
Yeah, because this is a page where anybody, whether they're a member or not, or a specialist or not, anybody that's interested in soul can be on this Facebook page, and you can ask any questions, and you can go on there and you can search like topics that you have questions about. So it's a great resource to learn more, and there's some really sharp people on there. And if you become a specialist and then you have people that are interested, add them to the page. As a member of the page, you can add anybody to the page. So this is another way that's really, it's a great tool to share it with people. Okay.
Awesome. Are you
Okay.
gonna link us up?
Yeah.
Go with the video?
Oh, with the video?
Or
I was talking about the FB thing.
oh yeah, with the Facebook page. Yes, I'll absolutely I'll do that right after we're done here.
Cool. Thank you.
Put you guys on there.
Okay. So.
Thank you so much, Denise. This was
thank you.
awesome.
You're welcome. Thank you. I'm so glad to meet you guys, and hopefully soon we'll meet in person.
Yes.
Yeah. This was so
Yeah.
great. I'm so glad that we did this on Hangouts and we got to try it out. And I so appreciate your time. This was really fun.
Yes.
Thank you guys
Yeah.
for coming.
Yeah.
Yay.
So and I have training too, and we have a team communication app. It's called Slack. So if you become specialist tonight, let me know and I'll send invitation to your email, and that's how we communicate as a team. So we have an awesome team.
I will just add to that and say that she is humble. That her team is shaping this company. If there's any team to be a part of, it's her team, because they are literally like
It's
blazing the
our team.
trail. Yeah,
Awesome.
our team.
May I
All
have
right.
your email?
That's right.
Yeah. It's Solle, SOLLE, happiness @gmail.com.
Thank you so much.
That's the name of our team, Soul Happiness.
Yeah.
Because it makes you happy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are the fastest growing team in the company. So
Amazing.
all right, I just want to
Awesome.
pinch your cheeks, Rebecca. I'm just pinching your cheeks. They're right there. Okay, you guys let me know if you need any help, okay? And
Okay, thank
I'll
you
just
so
say
much.
one thing. If money's not an object and you can do the big pack, I highly recommend it, because if you become a specialist, you'll probably find yourself reordering soon if you don't do that pack. I know my daughter-in-law, I told her that. I said, really, if you can do it, do that pack, because you won't be sorry. And she's like, but she was so glad she did, because she had something to work with. So, okay. So,
Awesome.
bye. Thanks so much for coming.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.